Welcome back to Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M40 M43, the Tier 8 American SPG. It's on the east spawn of Sand River Encounter, and this one's under the command of Firehawk 0212. Now, this beautiful skin actually came from Sir Rusty and Jazz. Skin downloads, look them up on Facebook. Battle started. Now, there is actually an Arty that actually does have those markings, because Jazz is actually now manufacturing skins which actually recreate a real vehicle. So you will actually find this vehicle somewhere on display. Well, Firehawk's moving to a position where he can start shooting. He's got an 8-inch howitzer on that vehicle, which means he's got the M43. His alpha damage is 1050. And he's now looking towards the other side of the map where the enemy heavy tanks are moving about. And we can see a mouse, a mighty mouse there. He fires around at the Martian and immediately changes position to avoid counter battery. Now you can see there's a huge number of enemy tanks moving en masse, you might say, towards the centre of the map. We've also got a large number of of our teammates moving up to defend against them. The reload time for this Arty is quite long. It's about 34 seconds if I remember correctly. We'll see that in a second to check and confirm. Looks like he's going to go for the Object 430U and just lining him up. He stopped, rounds out. He's actually got a reload time of 46 seconds. Or 36 seconds rather, not 46. Slightly longer than I thought it would be. Changing position again, avoids counter battery. It's always worthwhile in these higher tier Artys. You get so much time to consider your next target, and you might as well just relocate and find a new spot to fire from, and that prevents the enemy Arty from getting a shot at you. They can only hit something they can see, and if they fire at the tracer, they can find that you're not there. Well, he's got 3 tanks together. He fires around in, and oh, shell went past them. That was unfortunate. He had them perfectly lined up, but the shell just didn't go where it was supposed to go. Okay. He's just changed position very, very slightly. We're looking at the Martian that he fired at earlier on in the battle. He's taking a sort of like sneaky approach, going around the south side of the near the dip, but he's being spotted by an ELC Evan 90 who's nearby. Okay, we're going to hit him in the side. Rounds out, right to the side. Direct hit for 260. Changing position. Now, he used his first aid kit to get rid of his stun, but he is now on fire and he's gone down. So I think that little tactic didn't work. But these guys here, well, they're sort of like bunching together. And it really would help if we could hit 2 tanks with 1 shot. And that 430 in the defender might oblige. We're dialing in. Almost ready to go. Wait for the defender to come forward. He's going to go through that null point. There he is. And the 430 almost felt like he was going to go through it. The defender's been tracked, but unfortunately we got a bit of reticule bloom. That ST2 is moving up. Rounds out. Just misses him. Looks like the Type 5 is trying to draw the ST2 in, but I don't think he's inclined to come in, that ST2. Rounds out. That's better. 423 hit points that time. I think it was a near miss though, a splash. Okay, pull back. Oh, Type 5 goes down to the ST2. Must have used a double shot on him. Okay, we're looking for a new target. There's the Mighty Mouse. Yes, it actually does say that. That's another of Jazz's and Rusty's creations. And that's a direct hit. 403 hit points. Oh, we got a fire as well. 1,034 hit points from the fire. He did set him alight. Now the good thing about this battle is that Firehawk is tier 8 and it's a tier 10 game, so he's earning extra XP for every tier 10 he hits. Okay, he's going after that mouse again. Oh, and there's the T92 HMC seeing in the background. ELC 790's found him. But Firehawk fires at the mouse, gets a big hit. 522. And the enemy Arty's been killed, so Firehawk doesn't need to worry about that anymore. In fact, there's only 3 enemies left. The Revolurise, an IS-22, and that ST2. So he's going to have to change position because they are in a position where he can't hit them. They're Arty safe at the moment. In fact, the Revolurise would have to come around the corner for us to hit him, or we'd have to move over to the west side of the map. Okay, stop to take a look and see if he can aim at them. That ST2 looks rather safe in there. Well, I was wrong. 226 hit points of damage. There's no enemy Arty now, so he doesn't have to keep repositioning after each shot, but I think he's doing it now to try and get a better position on the enemy tanks so he can get shots into them. Well, he could actually hit the other enemy tank now. The Revolurise has actually gone around the corner. He's slightly off to the right, which of course he can't see at this moment. He's firing the ST2, rounds out, direct hit, 446. ELC 790 chooses to go over the other side of the map, so he's going after the Revolurise, turns around, spins around, going after the ST2. The Revolurise is up in that corner. There he is. Firehawk's almost loaded. Not long to go. We are capping, but it's not necessary. We can get this one. That was a shot from our T92. ELC's going in for a quick look. Gets one shot in. We're loaded. Rounds out in the Revolurise. Should be a splash hit. It stuns him. And he goes down. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Firehawk 0212 in the M40 M43. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7 in that one. And he got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And his win rate from the game was 3,881. Surprisingly, he didn't actually hit that many vehicles, but he did hit some of them more than once, as you can see here. So let's have a look at the team score. Yep, he actually did get the highest damage in the game overall. 4,047 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was that ST2, managed to get 3677, and after that it's the Leopard 1 with 3531. When it came to kills, it was the Scorpion G who got the best. He got a Brothers in Arms 4 kills, and the ELC 790 got a Brothers in Arms Scout and Tank Sniper and 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, well, he was in second place, Firehawk, with 1,118. Top scorer was the ELC 790 with 1,437. I think that's because he was doing a lot of spotting in this game. Yeah, 1,978 hit points for spotting assist. And he also managed to get a Scout medal, which is obviously quite important Got the first spotting on all those tanks and managed to stay alive as well, which was quite something else. Let's have a look at detail report. 11 shots fired, 5 direct hits, no penetrations, 11 splash. Damage of 4,047 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 4 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he... yes, only 4 enemies were actually damaged in that game. Oh, that's surprising. But he did do 756 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns. He earned 48,567 credits from the game, and after resupply of ammunition and consumables took away 7,997 credits. He received 5 bonds because it was tier 10, and he also got 1,677 XP, and there was no multiplier, so that's all he took away. But it is actually quite surprising that he did that much damage of only damaging 4 tanks. And I think the reason really was that he was doing a lot of damage to these tier 10 tanks. Look at the amount of damage he did to the mouse. 1,959 hit points. And most of that was done by a fire, because he set the guy alight, and obviously most of the hit points of the mouse disappeared up in flames. The ST2 he managed to get for 1,095. The Object 430 only 390, and the Mouseian 603. So particularly profitable by hitting that mouse the way he did. And a very nice win 8 from the game. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.